This is my mom. I love her so much. She's had lupus all my life. I've seen her body deteriorate over the years. And I felt helpless. Especially now that I live in LA. Being 300 miles away from her, I really wonder who will take care of her. She's real strong and courageous, but it scares me that she can lose her independence.
Go, Renee, go.
Hi.
Hey, how's your mother doing?
She's doing good, actually.
She lives in LA?
No, she lives in Sacramento.
Okay.
She's in remission right now.
Good.
So she's very happy about that.
Great.
Yeah.
Because your mother had lupus, you have a 10% chance of getting lupus in your lifetime. And most likely, if it were to occur, it would be during the reproductive years before menopause.
Lupus is like a wolf. It devours the soft tissues in the body, like the heart, lungs, liver. It's like your body's attacking itself. Lupus patients develop a butterfly-shaped rash on their nose and their cheeks. They took this rash and they made it a symbol of hope and transformation.
When I became pregnant, I was happy because I did want another child. At that time, I was also having a flare-up with lupus, and they felt that you shouldn't go on with your pregnancy if you're having a flare because it would cause complications, or they felt that either that or your pregnancy wouldn't last or whatever. So I had to make a decision on whether I was gonna terminate the pregnancy or not. I just felt that if that was going to be the case, that you guys would terminate yourself, because I wasn't going to go on and have it done. So I just prayed about it, and I just said, well, I'm going to go on with this pregnancy. And at that time, it was just the pregnancy. It was like one child, I'm thinking, And then when I got checked out, they said it was 2.
I posted on my Facebook that Mom was my biggest hero. You represent like the struggle, you represent, when I think about the good times I had, and you sacrificed a lot of stuff for us.
I think I just asked, well, are you gonna die? And she was like, no, so I was like, oh, okay. And it just moved on, because like I said, I was in elementary school, I was a kid, and, I didn't understand, and I'm not even sure I can even say that I still fully understand the disease as much as I possibly could.
The older I got, the more I knew what my purpose was, because I said once I started having kids, that you guys are my focus, and I know that at the phone company, managers be working 24/7, and therefore who's gonna watch my kids? At that time, Norman was the only one I had. 10 years later, The twins come.
Surprise!
Norman was one of the worst babysitters, by the way.
Yeah. He used to pick us up like this.
Yeah. Why did you let him try to do my hair?
Cried.
Why would you do that? African Americans are 3 times more likely to get lupus. 90% of lupus patients are women. 80% develop it between the ages of 15 and 45. 1.5 million Americans suffer from lupus.
Lupus is a quiet disease because it's invisible. It's not anything that you can identify, and the symptoms vary so much from person to person. There? Okay. Perfect. Lupus is not anything that you just look at someone and you say they look sick. If I don't put it on, then I'm not protecting my skin.
You can just put some back on your face.
Yeah, but I like to cover up the red spot. It imitates so many different illnesses. You hear stories so many times of people being diagnosed with something else when all along it was lupus.
It tickles.
See, you don't need it.
I was just only diagnosed last year. I wish I would have just had lupus along with my sister, but I'm like 20 years behind her. And imagine this, I'm the oldest by 21 minutes.
Having a twin sister was excellent for me because, well, I didn't need any friends. I'm the oldest. I have to be everything to everyone.
Remember I called you. I said, Lena, I have some dots on me.
Yeah.
Right here. Started on the right hand. Yeah, dots.
Are your hands itching? And you said, yeah, they have been a lot lately.
I figured that was money coming, though.
That's the myth, huh?
Exactly.
Well, it's vitiligo, and that's a big part of lupus. How are you doing on your medications? Are you taking them? Are you taking everything?
Medications, they made me sick. They don't adjust to my body, they haven't adjusted. So I'm not taking all of the medications because I don't know which one made me sick. So I stopped taking the medications.
Plaquenil, hydroxychloroquine, Lasix, atenolol, amlodipine, Imuran, hydrocodone. So usually I wait until the last minute to take this one. Taking the medicine, you end up having to get the side effects with more pain, Now I have high blood pressure. I have a lot of joint pain that has developed into arthritis. A lot of times when they say I'm in remission, I can never tell whether I'm in remission because I'm experiencing just as much pain or more pain. Poison, all that poison in me.
Just jump me.
She actually was losing her mind, and she lost about, I would say about 40 pounds. I remember her being like 90 pounds. She lost her hair, her fingers bled, her toes bled. When I would talk to her, she would ramble back to me. She would write in the air like she was talking back to me. And it was so devastating for me because this was my baby. This is my daughter. And I took her to the hospital and they, hooked her all up, and it was so devastating to me. And that's when I realized that I had to, I use this expression, say uncle. I just said, Lord, I can't handle this. You have to handle this for me. And I remember doing that. I remember falling down on my knees and saying, God, I need you to step in now. I can't do it anymore.
So this is a house that my mom bought. She lost it when I was graduating in high school when I was 18 years old, and she moved out to that and downgraded into apartments, and now she lives with her sister. I went to the school across the street, and while she was sick at home in bed, I sometimes during recess would look over and see if she may have left the house or if the garage door open. I was sitting at home and my mom was in her room and I was in the front room here, and she called me to her room. She said, come here, I'm not feeling good, And so I went and she was already on the phone with the doctors. The ambulance came, they pulled up right in front of the house, and they picked her up and they left me here.
If you look at other moms, my mom's way different because she can't be in the sun. She can't go to the beach. Her legs have been like cramping up. Like she can barely move in the morning, and sometimes we have to do ice packs and take a whole bunch of pills. Sometimes I just think that time goes by really fast.
Too fast?
Yeah, I don't have enough time with my mom. She has a whole bunch of stuff in her hair. It's like scabs and like looks like really bad.
Who else do you have to talk to about this? Like about how you feel about your mom?
Usually I talk to my mom because there's not anybody else to talk to around the house except my dog, but she won't say anything back. I wish, but no. And it's kind of rough because I don't have a dad. I can't like go to the store sometimes if she needs something. I can't do any of that yet. You never know what the next day will be like.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm not hoping for that next day.
You just live for the day?
Yeah. That would be pretty awesome.
You're awesome.
Me too.
It's really, really life-changing. It's really scary, it's depressing, it's also humbling. When you are at such a young age and I'm sorry. Something, takes over your body. In such a way where your life is completely different. Everything is different.
I'm on my way to Palmdale to visit with my sister, Eileen. She's not feeling well. She won't return the phone calls. She's just sleeping, and I go sneak up on her, and I get her out the house. At first, I did not know that my sister was going through so much pain. I'm good, but I'm not good because I'm learning the things that I can do and cannot do anymore.
If I didn't have my mom and my sister, Seriously, and Kamaya helping me, my daughter, she's so sweet. Anytime if I just have a little pain, my knee hurts. She's like, let me rub it, Mommy. What do you need? I'll rub it for you. I have some cream. Like, she's right there wanting to take care of me. If I didn't have them, I really don't think I'd be here, because it's hard sometimes.
I wish I could take it off from her. She could just be fine.
Everyone here has lupus, but we have different symptoms.
Yes.
I've had it for 30 years. Most of mine is joint pain and stuff like that. I am now in remission for how long, I don't know.
Good.
But I am having other things like is in the arthritis family and stuff. But just like you say, and 30 years ago, no one knew what in the world it was. They didn't know how to treat it.
Medicine.
Your family think that you're lying.
Yes. Or you're a doctor. It's hard on the whole family. You know, we're all in it together.
How do you guys feel about me getting into my own place?
I want you to get into your own place, and if you do, you gotta be between close to either me and Norman or close to Shelby. That's just how it has to be.
I know you're talking about like to some maybe assisted living, but who's really gonna, you know what I mean, like make sure that something doesn't happen to you, you know, like sometimes you might need help getting out of bed, or you might slip and fall or whatever. I mean, it's just any worry that any child has when their parent is getting a little older. You might not have that kind of care that you have here. That's the only thing I think we're concerned with.
Because of you, we're very empathetic people. So me and the twins always have conversations about you, what's going on with you as far as financial situation or, you know, physically and all that.
Well, I want you guys all to know that I'm very proud of you. I love you so much. I feel like you guys are becoming who I want you to be, and be able to be self-sufficient, take care of yourself. And we need to stay in each other's corners, because you don't have nobody else. If you can't have your family, you don't have nothing.
I've come to realize that pain is not always visible, but love can bring healing to the incurable.
You cannot let lupus control you. You have to control the lupus.
I didn't realize the impact as far as my decision to go on and have you and your brother, regardless of what the doctor said.
When I first was diagnosed, I thought, well, no one else understands this. And now you look around and you can speak to anybody and they understand what you're going through.
I'm a nurturer, so if everyone is okay, I'm okay.
I just try to live each day to the fullest, not trying to think about what I can't do, and I concentrate on the things that I can do.
Each day that I have with my mom, I realize how blessed I am.